God, okay. Hey, T. Had some technical difficulties with the last one. All right, now I just have to add Chip up. Let me see, is he on here? Chip, if you on here, type something in the comment so I can invite you up. We had some technical difficulties, y'all. Facebook just be doing too much sometimes. I appreciate y'all though. Don't delete me, Facebook. Don't do that. Cause you know we just playing. We just playing. But I am excited about tonight, y'all. Should press the request to join. While we are waiting for Chip to come on and I introduce him, this Mic Check Reclaimed is about love beyond the physical. We are going to talk about loving people without being able to physically touch them, without the physical intimacy, loving them after death, and the trauma that comes with that, and how two people madly in love have been able, even through death, to be able to sustain. So as soon as we can get Chip on, we will definitely have a world of a conversation. We're going to have a world of a conversation. Thank you, boo. This is my Liam Networker support shirt. I have sweatshirts. So, going to have to get you on. I'm just waiting for Chip to come on. Chip, if you're on, send a request to join so I can add you on, or type in the bottom. While we are waiting for him to come on, I just want to say that these Mic Check Reclaims have been a journey, because when people talk about or see healing, they think that they are healing from, you know, the things and the trauma that they have experienced. But you're healing to be able to see your joy, to see your joy, and to be able to have your voice again. Because a lot of times when you're going through traumatic experiences, things have happened, it is hard to accept that you can still have joy in your life. It is hard to accept that you can accept love. You can be praised. It is very difficult at times to be able to allow those things back into your life. So you are not healing to get rid of the trauma, because it's not going anywhere. That has made you who you are. You just have to build from them. But what you are healing is to be able to love again, to be able to find peace again, to be able to find joy again. That is part of your journey. That is acceptable. You can have that. Anybody can have that. You just have to start your journey. Don't be afraid to kind of put yourself back out there. Things happen in life to people. So we have to be willing to accept those accolades that people give us. If you're given recognition or reward for something, accept it, because you deserve it. If someone is willing to love you and love you correctly, accept it. Don't settle for breadcrumbs. Don't settle for things that minimize you or minimize your boundaries that you have set in place. Those are the things that you need to not only protect yourself, but to accept nothing less to those things that come to you. Kosh, do me a favor and call Chip for me. And yes, we'll get one too, VIP. So you got to definitely be willing to open yourself up to that and change how you are looking at your healing journey. Sometimes that does take isolation, because you may not feel worthy. You are. You most certainly are. So I am excited and cannot wait to get into this topic tonight. When you look at love, and I am going to ask Chip to kind of focus on the Black community a little bit with this ending Black History Month. Black love is a beautiful thing. We will talk about how some of that has, the way society looks at it, it is minimized. There are different struggles that we face that are very similar to our ancestors. However, we are just handling it differently, because the way society standards have us look at what relationships and love looks like, believing that there is unconditional love. We're gonna tap into all of that today. And of all people, I know Chip is gonna give it to us raw, uncut, the honest truth, but he has depth. Okay, thanks. He has depth to his conversations. So we are going to open ourselves up to what he has to say. And this is the first time that a male has agreed to come on Mic Check Reclaim. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that. Yes, love does go through many, many, many phases. And, you know, while I'm waiting, I had a conversation with a coworker yesterday, and she's younger, and she wanted to have a conversation with her significant other, and she named all the reasons why she wanted to have this conversation with him. And it was so interesting to listen to her, because the things and the reasons that she gave, it was a one-sided relationship, but she couldn't see it. She wanted to give grace. She was sacrificing her own needs, and she didn't see how that could be problematic, but she didn't see it because she didn't necessarily feel worthy. Then she started having a conversation about how she felt about her father, and a light bulb for me went off, I guess kind of being a little bit older. Hit the request button, Chip, to join the live. She started talking about her father, and when she started talking about her father, I was like, okay, you're trying to get something from your significant other that you wanted in your father. That's going to be a problem, sis. That's going to be a problem. And we did start having a very honest conversation. So I was so glad that she was starting to kind of see what it was she was walking into, but yet wanting to walk away from. So she was kind of teeter-tottering. So I look forward to engaging in more conversation with her, just to be a support, not to give her any guidance, because I really didn't give her any guidance yesterday. It was more just listening and asking questions, but the questions were for her to think, not necessarily for me to answer. Hey, Sword, thank you so much for joining. I'm just excited to see how love grows, because stereotypically you hear a lot about single parents, and I say parents because there are single fathers who are raising their children. Chip, we'll talk about that, and what that looks like for them, and to not be able to kind of blur the lines of what loving someone looks like to be a replacement for someone else. So, and yes, you definitely have to have a safe space for people to talk and just express themselves. I want you to let you to watch. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get Chip up here. Chip, I just sent you a request. And when he comes on, I'm gonna let him tell you a little bit about himself. Hey, we got it. Yes. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. Sisters, what's going on? Alhamdulillah. Everything is fine. I'm looking forward to this. Got to get some
We're
stuff
looking forward
off
to
my
hearing
chest.
from you. Is your volume up, or is it me this time again?
I don't know. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you well.
T,
Can
can
you
you
hear me?
hear Chip? Kosh, can you hear Chip? Because I can hear it's just low, and I don't want to cut you off at
Can
all.
you hear me? Hold on. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, it's just low.
Hold on. Let me see something. Is this better? Is this better?
Yeah, it's better.
All right.
All right, cool. All right, so I want you to tell a little bit about yourself. I want you to, kind of go in a little bit about how you and Maya's love story began, because that was the first question that I was asked when you jumped on last time. How did their story begin?
Well, I broke her rule. She broke mine. Um, she was working at as a therapist in South Philly. She shouldn't have been at the time. She hadn't graduated. So I was a case manager, City of Philadelphia. I come through it, but I had heard about. She worked at the place called the Wedge. If any of y'all know, it's called the Wedge. And I kept hearing about, I was off this day. That was one of my beats. I kept hearing about the Wedge got this new joint. Wedge got this new joint. Yo, the Wedge got this new joint. I'm like, man, whatever. So I happened to come down and I get a phone call because the clients, I had known the clients, but her clients before she knew them. So they would call me when my particular client would be acting up. So I get a phone call, yeah, I come down there. So I come down there, I walk to her office, and I see a picture of her and her first husband. And I was like, I noticed, And what I said was, she all right, did my thing. So my client said, yeah, Miss M, she bad. And I said, shit, let's get away from being fat. I said, first knockup, she gonna be fat. Well, who's the nigga that knocked her up? So I had a couple other interactions with her, nothing major. And one day, and this is for anyone who didn't know Maya, she was very private, very stern. And so I came in the office, some humbug thing, and we got to talking for the first time. And she spilled it on me. And I'm like, I'm sitting there, even though I'm a therapist, case manager, I'm like, how did I get in it? How did I get this joint? How did I get involved? Like, yeah, yeah. You're trying to get out of a conversation that you really don't want to be
Change
involved
it up
in.
a little bit.
Yeah. So she wound up telling me about her story, what was going on with her, and I put my foot in my mouth. I said, all you need to do is go out, have a good time, you know what I'm saying? You can go back and you can work it out with your husband. I'm talking, I'm not even in pimp shit. I'm thinking I'm gonna get a friend. So when my boss or anyone that kind of track me, if they ever call down there, she gonna lie for me so I can be out with some other chick. So I'm just trying to maneuver, but I'm thinking, and I asked her, and I was like, yeah, I'll take you out as nothing. In my mind, this is part of the game far as bringing alliances with people, staff of places, because you have like uh pharmaceutical reps, they take you out, just this and third. No, not a problem. So I wound up taking her out. I thought it was just gonna be like a lunch thing. I didn't even get dressed. Anyone that knows me know I'm from uptown. No, I try to stay proper. So have her meet me on a block, 52nd and Paxson in West Philly. And I'm talking, and she gets out her car to get in my truck. And my nephews, who I'm talking to, they on the block, as we know, the proverbial block. And they like, damn, who that? I'm like, oh, it's on that word.
It's somebody I work with.
Yeah, I'm like, this ain't nothing. Nah, man, no. Go get her something to eat in an hour, drop her back off, and you know what I mean? Turn around. That's just how men think. Just how men think. And I turned around and saw her, and she had on full girl attire. I'm like, oh shit, this is a date. No, this is not a date. This ain't a date.
Had you questioning yourself?
Yeah, I'm like, and I said it to her, as you and the rest of the sisters, Kasha and Tanisha, hey, you know what I mean? No, if it comes to my mind, if I want to, I'm gonna say it. And so I get in the truck and was like, no, it ain't like, I didn't know it was a date. Listen, I'm gonna take you to the spot. I'm gonna leave you there. I'm gonna go home, get dressed, and come back. I promise you, I'm not gonna leave you. And that first date, we never stopped. It was when she broke all her rules for me. So this is what you learn from her and our story, ladies.
And when you say breaking your rules, like elaborate on that a little bit, because some people, they don't have rules or boundaries, and those that do, why would you break them? Like, what was it that made you break your boundaries and your rules?
I could tell it was a pouring out. She just had to vent. And at the time, all y'all was out. Kasha had just got married. Everybody, y'all had separated. And at the time, she was the first one to get married. She was the first one. And now, and y'all opinion really mattered for her. Y'all three ladies were a lot of times her social construct conscious. Y'all was her conscious. The way y'all seen her was very important. And she didn't want to be disappointed. She didn't want to be labeled a failure. So she couldn't come to y'all and just blah, I'm having all these problems. Because in her mind, she always tried to, I'm always holding together. I'm so-called strong. Yeah, let me just say, I'm on that Philly shit. Never get me,
Yeah.
And she started talking, and I'm literally looking around like, well, who the fuck is she talking to? I said hello. Like, where did this come from? She just regurgitating. I'm like, oh shit, like I don't need to know that, sis. Like, no, And I prided myself on being some smooth dude. I couldn't even go on. I couldn't even go into, as we say as men, my pimp game. I couldn't even, hey baby, what you need is, because I'm like, Do I know her? Do she know me? Like, what is this? And she just needed
Accountability
to vent,
setting.
right? Instantly. So, which is, and those who know Maya, knew Maya, or know her, I said, well, at first in the car, I was like, I'll take you out. And so I'm thinking, now I'm gonna try to slide out the office because I ain't trying to take you out on a like we on a date. It's just, coworkers. Hey, girl, what's up? You good? I'm good. How's your husband? How's the family? Yeah. Who sits over there? Okay, bet she gonna put me on. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So she wrote her number, 215-603-7514.
Yes.
Yes, that was 20 years ago. That was 20 years ago. She wrote her number on my manila envelope because we old that big. I was like, oh shit. I guess I gotta take her out. Damn. So I took her, and we went out and we were dancing. She tried to be cute. I bought her like a martini. And she bought her some food. It was a, you know, expensive little restaurant. And she started eating like a bird. Ho, 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 baby girl. That shit cost $30. Eat that. Eat that. At the time, this was a $20 martini. Drink that. I don't care who you take it home to, but you just ain't spend this. Like, baby, I ain't in the queue. Don't listen. Let's get around to formality. I done spent my money. I don't want nothing from you, but eat the food.
Mm-hmm.
So now we go to the dance floor. Y'all know my ear ain't a dancer. I'm a dancer. So they playing Biggie. I'm ooh.
Yeah.
And for any of y'all that know, I am from Philly, and I've done some things in Philly, and I carry what brothers in Philly carry. If
If you know.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get home. If it's gonna be me and you, it's gonna be me all day. So at the time, I carried two phones, and that'll go into another story we'll get to. So I got two phones. So I carry what I carry in the back in my bag. So every time, we dancing with a guy, ladies, he get up on you and all that, she would back up. So then if I turn around, then she all up on my butt, like what I mean, like she's some loop dancing shit. So every time I
That's
turn
definitely
around, like, and I'm thinking, what kind of game you playing, mom? What kind of game you playing?
her.
So she tapped my hip as she went to go tap I turned and she touched something. You don't let everybody know your business. I don't know. I don't really know her like that. I don't know what kind of game she playing. I don't know what's up. So I
Mm.
try to swing my phone around and act like she
Touch the
touched
phone.
my phone, but she looked and I saw that y'all don't know when my ear get intrigued, her eyes would narrow. And she done stopped moving. She really can't dance.
Get
And she
out of
done
here.
stopped moving on the dance floor. She went from. So I'm trying to play it off because I'm still know her in a professional manner. You don't want too much of your personal life, things that you may be into or not, that come along with your job.
Mm-hmm.
So, and from that point on, like I told her on that first date, she told me she didn't want to go home. And I told her, you gonna be a problem. I told her, you gonna be a problem.
That's what's up.
And she has been a problem
Good trouble.
from from day on. And I mean, I never thought, I didn't, to be honest, if that was in February, shit, she was pregnant with Chase in April,
Mm, yeah.
who's now 19.
Yeah.
So we went from everything because we both were in relationships that we were trying to get out of. We both weren't happy. We both tried to live up into the middle class Black American dream. You go to college, you find someone, and you stay there. But our parents never tell us this, when to leave.
Oh, yeah. We gonna
We
touch that a little bit. We're gonna touch that.
right. Yeah, nobody ever tell us that. Everybody tell us, you never leave nobody down. You never do this. Or that's your husband. Or that's your wife. And you do that. And no one ever tells us enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a difference between being strong. Then you could be a fool.
Yes.
So no one ever tells us that. So and
And that's a big thing. And before you got on, I was saying that we want to touch on the stereotypes and how societal standards look at Black couples, Black families, and how social media, um, the
forget social
communities
media. Forget social
can
media.
really damage Black love.
It ain't even social media. It's really our upbringing. Again,
Elaborate.
no, again, nobody told us when we saw my mom and grandpa, we don't know what they went through to get there.
You got
We
that
knew
right.
when we was born, they was old already. We always heard Pop Pop was a humdinger. He was a wild dude. We don't know what grandma. Listen, to be honest, most Southern men had two or three families.
Oh,
Nobody talks about, no one tells us if for a Black man to be a little successful for a little, that they talk about, oh, he arrogant. He didn't see that. No one talks about, with along with money and power come women. No one tells you that. No one
mhm.
tells sisters that.
Yeah.
No one tells us, and let's be honest, let's go to the old adage. No one tells us, and they ask you, girl, did you give him some? Baby girl, you ain't give no more than me, and I gave her you. Your mama don't love your vagina more than my mama love my penis. So when we giving together.
Yeah.
So understand something. Y'all know I'm raising my two by my ear. Y'all know that. Y'all know it ain't like I'm just getting there because it's a narrative out there like I showed up when she got sick. It's a narrative out there when she got sick that people in the family felt like they should make decisions, but they wasn't there.
Mm. Yeah.
People don't know, besides y'all, don't know how I stopped working and because I was what they call a get money nigga. Because listen, I was like 50 cents. On the excuse of being broke is dead and in jail.
Mm.
So you're gonna find a way.
You're gonna find a way. Take care
You're
of your
gonna
family.
find a way. And to be honest, my ear and all her accolades, nobody talked about. I was the one that was pushing. When she told me she was pregnant and she did it gangster like a mother. She did it gangster. Trust me when I tell you. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, nigga, I'm having this baby. How about it? I would like for you to be there, but if you ain't, it is what it is. I was like, shit. Instead of having oh my God, I gave her a pound and was like, my nigga. That's exactly what I said. I know we on Facebook and these is adults. I told her if it was more bitches in the world like you, the world would be a better place. And I gave her a pound. We hugged it out. It was on and popping.
Mm-hmm. And then
But
here came Gangsta Boo.
oh my God. So had no idea. Like, yo, my first rule in Tanisha, you, all y'all three can verify. I told her if you gonna have a Shakur, you have to have your degree. Because as a Black man in America, I am more likely to get killed going outside than coming back. So death is my constant companion. It's like a shadow when we walk outside.
Mm.
So even though we all know, especially all of us college educated people, that we met some of the dumbest people we ever met on a college campus.
Woo! Have we ever? Yes.
That's the truth be told. So college education just says you have completed something, and it means something in the other world. Don't mean punching out, because we know most of us grandparents who didn't go to college are probably the wisest person we have ever met. Let us be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't know, people didn't know I paid for her last semester of school. Besides y'all remember she was swollen in the mud. I'm driving her to class. So, at Heinemann. So, but I was taught a man move in silence.
Yes.
But that's a caveat. You move in silence. But when your partner not there to champion, whether a man, a woman, just whatever the case may be, people can only look through you through the lens of what their fragile mentalities do. So right now, I just found out I'm still not shit. The same way I was when you didn't know me. I remember when I was a home wrecker. I remember when y'all met me, I was this gigolo. You know what I'm saying? I was, yay, what's up with you, girl, and all that. And I've said this, like I said, y'all act like you know what I mean? She was on the bus stop with a Bible and a chastity belt on, and I jumped out the motherfucker, tree on. Come here, girl. Give it to me. Give it to me, girl. No, I'm going to the church.
Definitely the test pusher. The test pusher. Oh,
yeah.
That's what you think you are? Let me show you for real.
So, the criteria of Black love is first of all, it's morphing. It morphs.
Yes. From
day to day, moment to moment. Anybody tell you always going to be in love, they lie.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There's going to be times you don't even like them. Me and her argue, catching up. She made me take out in my vocabulary, I don't care. Whether I was talking to her or not, because in her mind, she said, it triggered me. It makes me feel like we're over. I'm not talking to you. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Where our love comes into play was this. If I'm the head, she was always my neck. I can't move that. I can't think without my neck.
Keeps you stirred.
I can't plot right. So I can't ever say you love someone. You have to work at it. And she taught me, of course, love is love, but she taught me how, like, yo, this ain't over. You know what I'm saying? Like, for most men ain't ready to be married to about their 35 and 40. Because there's too much out there. Let's be honest here. Everybody talking, oh my God, girl, he cheated. What was he doing when you met him? You know he had the girl. What was you talking about? So what you thought he was gonna stop? Because you got what you got, every other woman got.
Now, Chip, everybody ain't as open as you are. Some people, they live in this fantasy.
That fantasy? But where we get that fantasy from?
People allowing you to believe it.
Allowing you to tell you, not telling you the truth. If you don't have the one thing about your friendship is, listen, you in my ear, y'all love hate. Y'all can fight all day, but nobody else better say nothing to y'all.
Better not say nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Like I mean, I'm not supposed to say Tanisha's other name on here. You know what I mean? But y'all know I'm the keeper of the secret.
Yes, you are.
I'm the keeper of the secrets.
Yeah.
Because it was like, yo, y'all supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Listen, when y'all was like, oh my God, how you know? Why wouldn't I know? You dig what I'm saying? Because the person y'all gonna call y'all friendship when something go wrong, somebody gotta back y'all up. Somebody got to back y'all up. All right, listen, when she said, listen, we're gonna have to go left. Because the right, we don't want to see what's going on the right. So let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, put your head down. Keep your head down, don't look. So it ain't that. And like y'all taught, and no one likes to say this, because people think is disservice, but y'all taught her how to be a girl. Y'all taught her she was pretty. Y'all taught her to put the femininity on her. At
And
Pitt.
honestly, I think that collectively we did that together in different ways because we all had our different insecurities, but together it was like, girl, no, look, we gonna do this. Because Kasha Tanisha tell you, I don't care whether it was a car, a window, anything I walk by, I'm gonna stop and look in, and y'all gonna, slow down a little bit and wait for me. So,
Listen,
we
I
all.
remember I remember y'all first almost fight. Yeah, I done heard that story. Come on now. Like, you gotta remember. Like when I say, y'all know I'm a little older than y'all. I've seen some things. I'm everything my ear always said she didn't like. So I'm grateful for all the things she went through because it brought her to me.
Mhm.
It made her put me in a chokehold. Because Kasha couldn't believe first time I cooked her something, she don't even eat red meat.
Right, right.
He was to say he was fucking that roast up. Yeah, don't nobody eat red meat till that John done set for 6 hours in that crock pot. You know what I mean? You wake up like, I used to be a vegan, but dang, them juices get to flowing.
That's
So
on the phone.
so it's a type thing where our love is no more than the work that we put in.
Yes. Let me ask you a
And
question.
come on,
And this is something that was asked. Do you believe there is a such thing as unconditional love?
for a man, no.
Why?
For a man, no. You are because first of all, no one likes to believe this. No one likes to believe this. I don't care how cute you are. This for all you dudes out there. Or anybody that think you a pimp, you play about yours.
Hmm.
I don't care how cute you are, how much money you got, how well you dress, how much you can't get no pussy unless you want to, unless you're gonna take it. Women choose us. We don't choose women. Straight up and down. When you walk in, a woman say he can get some. The only thing that fuck you up is that pink thing in your mouth. She don't care if you got a woman. She don't care if you got 37 of them. Because let's be honest here, make y'all laugh. Make y'all laugh. The old song that our parents grew up on, I know you wanna leave me, but I refuse to let you go. You going to jail, nigga. You going to jail. You're a stalker. You going to jail, nigga. You going to jail. You going to jail. You going to jail pronto, smoking. Smoking. You know what I'm saying? A woman say, boom. Sexual harassment. If he cute, it's good nature. It's good nature flirting. If he cute, you there? I see you on pause, mama. Can you hear me? Let me know where you at, mama. If you hit it, put it in the chat. So, so y'all can hear me. Thing is, the thing is, when you dealing with relationships as a man, you also understand you compete at all times. You compete at all times. At all times. I see you back. Okay, cool. You know, I can't hear you, but I can see your mouth. It says you're on mute. You got to unmute yourself. So now it's the same for sisters. Y'all competing also. But for a man, we know, we know. It's something that you do. It's something that you bring that that makes her. Now she may love you, but she got to fall in love with you first. Come on, you almost there. Hit that mute button. You almost there. You can do it. Let's see if that pit education work. Come on, come on, come on. P2P, right? See, she should have went to a black school. Come on, you could do it. You could do it. Yeah, you're still on mute. I could see the mute sign on your joint. You can do it. We're here for you now. We're here for you now. Oh, so you gonna punk me too? You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. See how she went to a black college. You know what I mean? She'd have been figured it out already. See that pit. Y'all ain't go to medical school. Yeah, I want engineers. See, that's why she having the problem now. Yeah, I walked all the mountains, all in the cold for nothing. See? Could have came home amongst your own people. Now she frozen. Yeah, come on. See? Messing up my dinner. Hmm. Yeah, I'm here with you. You said so why there's no unconditional love. Everything is conditioned. We've been taught to be conditional. Everything. Everything. Now, what happens is for a man that no men don't tell you about is it's the lie. Okay, cool. We being censored. The man is on us. It's the man. The man. It's always the man. But things happen, baby. Okay.